Okay, let me address this question since it's a common one. And those who messaged me directly, I'm not going to respond to you at an individual level, but I'm going to respond publicly. So the question is, afumane kanjani amanxiwa? How do you get the plots? So these are the people that want to build in the Wild Coast in Eastern Cape. And this person says asifuni connections but a direct legitimate process. I did follow a legitimate process, and yeah, I do have a permit as we speak. I applied in 2021, and immediately I started breaking the ground. Yeah, so I saw that also some of you are saying my house is gonna be broken down by the government. That won't happen. So, okay, back to the question. Let me answer. I'm going to share some few screenshots so that you guys can, browse through the requirements. Obviously, since I got the permission, there's been a lot of interest, and most of that land, no one has touched it in over about 100 years. And along the coastal region, you will see in the Wild Coast, it's mainly white people. You guys know the historical background of our country, so I'm not gonna touch on that. Into ebuhlungu yobana i-requirements azixhasi abantu abanganaso isikolo kunzima. So this is the land that is supposed to be accessed by people who historically own it, but again, as you guys know, the land issue. So the first thing is the land is prioritized for the villagers, not outsiders. That's the first thing, but I'm sharing the process anyways. So you need to go through them and basically, share your interest, and they will get you in touch with the local authorities, osibonda ngosiXhosa. And then after that, they will organize a meeting, with the chief, etc. And the village has to decide. They have to vote. You have to write down the minutes of the meeting, etc. And you'll obtain an application form from the Department of Environmental Affairs and Forestry once you've gotten a go ahead from the villagers. Okay, and then you can start applying. The process is long, it's not easy, but I will just share the screenshot. But basically, at a high level, the department has got areas that are zoned for residential usage, and some areas are preserved for other usages. Yeah, so as part of the process, the village will locate a plot for you. Once you agree, and you will have to mark the GPS coordinates, you have to apply, and you have to have a motivation, etc. And yeah, so you'll have to provide your architectural plans, and you have to also do like an environmental assessment impact. Basically, what will you do? Is the business, is it for residential purposes? And what is the size of your house, what will you do, etc. And then also they have questions about water supply. Will you do rain harvesting? Are you planning to do a borehole, etc. Right? Because there's no like infrastructure, you pretty much have to do everything yourself. Yeah, but they don't want a typical like village structure. So even when it comes to sanitization, xa ufuneka uye ngasese, the toilet part, you need to have a plan for that. Yeah, so that you can just like go into number two anywhere, and you know so yeah. And then even with your waste management, you need to do a plan, you have to research, and all of these things. Yeah, so there's a long process that you have to go through, and they also have to come and assess the location and the impact, or so the impact depending on what you're intending to do, etc. Yeah, but anyways, let me not make this long. Yeah, I'm just gonna share the few screenshots now. Hopefully that will give you guys an idea. And yeah, look, it's an unfair process to abantu abamnyama, and not everyone is educated, and a lot of people are unfairly disadvantaged because of that, and not everyone has got the financial means to meet these requirements. Yeah, I'm not proud about that. And this is something that I would love to change. And okusalayo, at the end of the day, umhlaba ngowethu, kumele siphile kuwo ngokukhululekileyo, singaxelelwa ngabantu basentshona ukuba masiphile kanjani. Danko.